Good morning, students. Let's continue with chapter number 15, Statistics, Module 2. In this module, we are going to learn how to draw a frequency distribution table. Practice set 55. Question number 1. Let's read the question. The height of 30 children in a class is given in centimeters. Draw up a frequency table of this data. So dear children, you can see numbers are given, that is nothing but height of 30 children in a class. We need to draw a frequency distribution table so that we can understand that a particular height, example 131, we have how many number of children. So let's see how to draw frequency distribution table. Now dear children, when we draw frequency distribution table, we will draw a table with 3 columns. You can see a table with 3 columns. First is height of children in centimeters. Second column always will be tally marks. Third column, based on the tally marks, we will write number, that is number of children, that is nothing but frequency. Now you can see in the given data, few numbers are highlighted with red color. So these numbers are nothing but I have highlighted once, means we need to write these numbers in table in sequential order. Now first number is 131. You can see 132, then 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, and last column we'll be adding the frequency, so we'll give heading here as total. Now let's start filling this frequency distribution table. Now you can see the first number is 131. So in the tally marks column, that is second column, we will put one tally mark against 131. Now since this number is covered, we will put a slash on that number so that we'll come to know that this number is covered. Next number you can see is 135. So a tally mark will come against 135 and we will cancel this number. Next number is 140. So a tally mark against 140 and we'll cancel it. Next number 138. So a tally mark against 138 and we will cancel it as it is covered. Next observation is 132. So a tally mark against 132 and then we will cancel it. Height of next child is 133 centimeter. So a tally mark against 133 and we will cancel this. Next is 135. So one more tally mark against 135 and we'll cancel it. Next is 133. So a tally mark against 133 and we'll cancel it. Next number is 134. So a tally mark against 134 and cancel it. Next 135. So a tally mark against 135 you can see and then we can cancel it. Next is 132. So a tally mark against 132 and we'll cancel it. Next number is 133. So dear children, concentrate in the table. In the tally marks where 133 is written, there one more tally mark will come. Yes, and we can cancel it. Next number is 140. So concentrate towards a column of tally marks next to 140. So tally mark will come and we will cancel it. Next is 139. So tally mark you can see next to 139 and we can cancel this. Next is 132. You can see a tally mark against 132 and we'll cancel it. Next is, yes, next number, what it is, children? Yes, 131. So where tally mark will come? Yes, it will come against 131. So in the tally mark column next to 131, you can see a tally mark now. Yes, and we will cancel this. Next is 134. So tally mark for 134 and we'll cancel it. Next is 133. You can see a tally mark for 133 and we'll cancel this. Next is 140. Cancel. And then 140, one more tally mark, and then we'll cancel 140. Next is 139. So tally mark for 139 and we'll cancel it. Next number, children, what it is? Yeah, it's 136. So tally mark for 136 and we'll cancel it. Next is, yes, 137. So tally mark for 137 and cancel it. Next is 136. So tally mark for 136 and let's cancel it. 139. So tally mark for 139 and let's strike it out. Next is 137. So tally mark for 137. Let's strike it out. 133. Now dear children, concentrate. Next to 133, we already have 4 tally marks. So when we have 4 tally marks, so the 5th tally mark will be using a backward slash. So this slanted line completes a group of 5 tally marks. And this tally mark was for 133, so we'll cancel it. Next is 134. So tally mark for 134 and we'll strike it out. Next is 131. So tally mark against 131 and let's strike it out. Next is 140. So now in the tally marks column against 140, you can see already we have 4 tally marks. So for this 140, we will use a slanted line. So this gives us a group of 5 tally marks and we will cancel this 140. Now dear children, as you can see, all the numbers, all the observations are covered. Now we can write the frequency. Now frequency for 131 is 3. As we can see, 3 tally marks. For 132, it's 3. For 133, we can see a group of 5 tally marks. So this one group corresponds to 5 tally marks. So frequency will be 5. So for 144, 3, frequency is 3. 135, frequency is 3. For 136, we can see 2 tally marks. So frequency will be 2. For 137, we can see 2 tally marks. So frequency will be 2. For 138, we have only 1 tally mark. For 139, we have 3 tally marks, which means there are 3 children in the class whose height is 139 centimeter. Next, for 140, we can see one group of tally marks. So this one group is nothing but 5. So there are 5 children in the class whose height is 140 centimeter. Now, dear children, we need to add all these frequencies and we will write at the bottom, and the total is 30. Now, as you can read in the question, height of 30 children in a class. So, observations for 30 children were given and we have got total also 30. This means our sum is correct. Practice set 55, question number 4. Let's read the question. The number of chapatis that 30 children in a hostel need at every meal is given below. Make a frequency table for these scores. Now, dear children, we have been given like each child in a hostel needs how many chapatis. I can see the first score is 3. So the first child needs 3 chapatis, and then second child needs 2 chapatis, third child needs 2 chapatis. Like that, observations for 30 children are given. We need to tabulate this data and we need to draw frequency distribution table. Now, as you know, that frequency distribution table has how many columns? Yes, it has 3 columns. So the first column here will be number of chapatis. Second column will be tally marks. Third column will be number of children. That is nothing but frequency. Now, dear children, you can see the minimum number or the smallest number is 2. Then we have 3, 4, 5. So we can write this in the first column, that is number of chapatis, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then it will be total. Now let's start. Now the first number is 3, so we'll have 3 against 3, we'll put one tally mark and we'll cancel it. The next number is 2, so one tally mark for 2 and then we'll cancel it. One more 2 we have, so a tally mark for 2 and then cancel it. Next number is 3, so we'll have a tally mark next to 3 and cancel it. Then we have 4, so a tally mark for 4 and we'll cancel it. The next number is 5, tally mark for 5. Next number is 4, so tally mark for 4 next to it and we'll cancel this. Next number is, it's 3. So dear children, where tally mark will come? Yes, it will come in the column of tally marks next to 3. And we'll cancel this. Next is 4, tally mark for 4. Next number is 5. So you can see a tally mark for 5 and we'll cancel this. Now we have 2. So dear children, concentrate in the tally mark column next to 2. Yes, you can see a tally mark has come for 2. Next is 3. So tally mark for 3. Next number is 4. So we'll have tally mark for 4. Next number is 3. 3 we already had 4 tally marks. So the 5th tally mark we will use a slanted line. Next number is 2. So you can see a tally mark for 2 and we'll cancel it. Next number is 5. So tally mark for 5 and we'll cancel it. Now next you can see we have 4, 4, 4 3 times. So in the tally marks of 4, you can see already there are 4 tally marks. So the 5th tally mark will come So this is for first 4. Next, one more tally mark for next 4. Now one more 4 remains, so one more tally mark for 4, and we will strike this out. Now we can see 3 and 3 is how many times? 2 times. So we'll have one tally mark for the first 3, one more tally mark for the next 3. After this we can see 2, 2, 2 is repeated how many times? 3 times. And in the tally marks column for 2 we have 4 tally marks. So slanted line which represents tally mark for first 2, and then now we have 2 more 2's. So one tally mark for the first 2, and then for the next one more tally mark, and we'll strike it out. Next number is 3. So we'll put tally marks for 3. Next number is 4. So a tally mark for 4, and we'll strike it out. Next number is 3. So a tally mark for 3, and we'll strike it out. Next number is 2. So a tally mark for 2. Yes, and we'll strike it out. Now, dear children, what you can see the next observation as? Yes, it's 3. In the tally marks column for 3, you can see there are 4 tally marks, one bundle of 5, and then after that 4 tally marks. So next tally mark will use a slanted line so that it becomes a group of 5, and we'll strike it out. Next is 2, so a tally mark for 2, and we'll strike this out. Now dear children, as you can see, we have covered all the numbers. So now it's time to fill frequency. Frequency for 2 is, we can see a one bundle of 5 and then 4. So 5 plus 4 is 9. So there are 9 children in a hostel who need 2 chapatis. Next is, we can see 2 bundles of 5. So frequency will be 5 plus 5, 10. Next, frequency for 4, we can see one group of 5 tally marks and then 3 more. So 5 plus 3 will be 8. So frequency is 8, means there are 8 children who eat 4 chapatis at every meal. For 5, we have 3 tally marks, so frequency will be 3. Now let's add it. 9 plus 10 is 19. 19 plus 8 is 27. 27 plus 3 is 30. So with this we can tally that number of children are 30, and the data also was given for 30 children, means our answer is correct. Dear children, we have completed with the exercise. Now it's time for mental maths of this chapter. So please be ready. Now, in mental maths, you need to follow certain rules. Rule number 1, be ready with your notebook and pen. Rule number 2, I will read out the questions. You will listen question carefully and write only answers. Rule number 3, you have to leave a line to write the questions later on. Rule number 4, very important. You have only 30 seconds per question. You need to write the answer in this time limit. Dear children, let's start with mental maths first question. Find the average of 10, 20. Your time starts now. Time is up. Next question. Find the average of first 5 positive integers. Dear children, your time starts now. Your time is up. Next question. What is the frequency shown by these tally marks? You can see tally marks along with this question. So what is the frequency shown by them? Your time starts now. Time is up. Next question. Write the formula to find average. You need to write the general formula to find average. Your time starts now. Your time is up. Next question. Sum of marks secured by Ram in 5 subjects is 284. Find his average marks. Your time starts now. Your time is up. I hope you have written all the answers. Let's check the answers. First answer, average of 10 and 20. 10 plus 20 upon 2. 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 upon 2. So answer is 15. Next answer, average of first 5 positive integers. First 5 positive integers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So their average will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 upon 5. That is 15 upon 5. So answer will be 3. Now the frequency is 7. Now the general formula to find average we have learned in the last module, that is average is equals to sum of all observations upon number of observations. Last one, sum is 284 and number of subjects are 5. So to find out average, we need to divide 284 by 5 and the answer will be 56.8. Dear children, we have completed with the exercise. So you need to solve practice set 55, all the 4 questions and mental math sums. Thank you.